Reverse, huh? That's irony for you. So, what should we call this brave new world that you've whipped up for us? I was thinking Flashpoint.
So you don't want this?
You may have figured out a way to dampen my speed with this glass cage, but I will get out of here and I will destroy your life, Flash, one way or the other.
No, you won't. You're never getting out of here. And you're never gonna hurt anybody ever again. I have everything back that you took from me. I have everything Zoom took. I'm finally free. I'm home.
This isn't your home, Barry. This is a mirage, a fiction that will end us both unless you let me the hell out of this thing!
Wow. You're not listening, Thawne. Why would I want to get out of here? I'm whole here. There's even a Flash, so I don't have to be.
Yeah, and who is this dashing young speedster, huh? Do you know? Even care? While you sit around and hide like a lost, lonely little boy, letting someone else risk their life to protect the city, our common enemy is coming for us both.
What common enemy is that?
Time. It's already screwing with you and everyone you love, and pretty soon it's gonna take me right down along with you.
Wow. Wow. You know, he's got some nerve. I'll give you that. Warning me about messing with other people's lives. You know, the whole reason I did this is because of what you did to my life, to my family, to my mother.
Yeah. Well, one day soon, Barry, you'll be begging me to kill her again.
The Flash season premiere this Tuesday at 8/7 Central.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. The Flash is back. Last big clip before we get the episode tomorrow. We get to listen to the Reverse Flash tell Barry why he's so terrible Flashpoint style. It's all about the Reverse Flash coining the phrase Flashpoint and explaining to Barry exactly what's going to be happening to him. Because if there's one thing that Barry is really bad about, it's about doing the math when it comes to making decisions like this. Like, everything seems fine, so that must mean that everything is okay. Nothing bad will happen because of what I did. I righted a wrong. You murdered my mother, so I went back and saved her. I fixed what Zoom did. Everything is wonderful. So charting the timeline from the season 2 finale, they said it's been about 3 months when we first meet Barry. He's been living with his parents who are alive now. We don't really learn from this clip whether or not he actually knows that Wally is the new version of the Flash. It sounds like he's not, because I think they want to have that moment during the first episode where he sees Wally and just kind of chuckles at the universe. Like he knows there's another Flash, but it sounds like he hasn't actually met him in person yet. But thankfully, Big Belly Burger is not subject to Flashpoint. You don't want this? Like, he's been feeding him for these 3 months, and he says he's never getting out of there. So this raises more questions than it answers. Is it going to be some kind of Silence of the Lambs thing for the rest of his life? Like, what is Barry's long-term plan? The way Grant Gustin talked about it at Comic-Con is that he has absolutely no plan at all. He's in a very one day at a time mode, just kind of drunk on happiness with his parents being alive, like just enjoying their presence. But the way they've been talking about the future episodes, like they've revealed the description of the 3rd episode. I talked about how that's like a big Jesse Quick episode. It's going to be awesome, but it makes it sound like Flashpoint will be over by the time we get to it. So it seems like the way they're billing Flashpoint on The Flash is that it'll be like a 2-hour event where like this first hour will let you see the world of Flashpoint, like look at all the craziness, look at everything that's different. Then the second part of that will be like the terrible, dire consequences manifesting, like, oh my God, we have to fix this. Of all the things that'll stick, I wonder if they'll carry forward the joke about Barry keeping the Reverse Flash locked up in his basement for 3 months. We don't really know where this is either. It's probably not under Star Labs, because that seems like the headquarters for Cisco's company, who, like billionaire Cisco. So Reverse Flash Torture Basement must be in some other place during the city. Like last season, we got the cool basement with the wormhole. I'm just expecting to see a couple new cool rooms inside Star Labs. Savitar's lair is also another big place too. We've seen some pictures from behind the scenes, so don't know if we'll get teased with that before Flashpoint is over or after. Because of all the things that I think will stick after Flashpoint gets fixed, I think there'll be the new speedsters. I think there'll be the dynamic between the characters. Like Cisco will go back to being the fun Cisco, but like the type of energy between Barry and Iris, like her not having grown up inside the same house with him, that will stick. So it'll be less creepy when he pursues her because they kind of grew up like brother and sister. So you're like, well, aren't they supposed to get married and have kids? Isn't that kind of weird? It's almost like getting married to your sister. So I think they're using Flashpoint to kind of like fix that a little bit, to make it a little bit easier for them to actually be together. And then Savitar and Dr. Alchemy, because it seems like Dr. Alchemy was teased in the first couple of episodes when we got that very first trailer. But they might do Mr. Element and turn him into Dr. Alchemy. Mr. Element is like the second version of Dr. Alchemy, but his name was Mr. Element, even though technically he is a Dr. Alchemy. But I think that's who Tom Felton's character is playing. But really, the whole deal with these first 2 episodes is just having fun with the idea of Flashpoint. Like, oh, this is cool. Look at all these different things. Then, oh shit, Flashpoint, we have to fix this at the very end. But that one Reverse Flash line just lands so well in that clip. By the end of this, you'll be begging me to kill your mother again. That's the moment Barry double takes, because in this moment here, Barry's just laughing at everything the Reverse Flash is saying. Like, I've fixed all this shit that you broke. Like, he's not even listening to what the Reverse Flash is saying. And just to put this into perspective, for the most part, the Reverse Flash that you know, the Eobard Thawne from Season 1, had been living in that timeline for 10 plus years, so he was effectively a different character. This version of Eobard Thawne is the person who had just come back to kill young Barry and then ended up trying to kill his mother. So he still passionately hates Barry, but he's not wrong. In order to fix Flashpoint, this Barry is going to have to go back to that moment during the Season 1 finale and tell the other version of himself, dude, don't do this. You can't save mom. So think of like the first 2 episodes is like a 2-hour Flash movie just called Live Action Flashpoint. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And there will be a new round of the giveaway that'll start. So I'll actually just go ahead and start it now. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. I'll just remind everyone when I post my episode 1 video after the episode airs. So I'm going to try to work out the schedule this week because there's still some Luke Cage to do. There's still Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Arrow is premiering. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that's happening. While you guys wait for that to post, you can click here for that Superhero Fight Club trailer again, and you can click here for all my Flash videos. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.